So first of all, I want to say that you have all done a very, very good job. We love what you do. So how does it feel that so many people in so many different countries love Game of Thrones and to be a part of it? It's a dream, or what is your feeling about it?
It's very humbling because it's amazing that so many people love it, and it's also more than just a successful TV show. It's the fact that it's a phenomenon. It's like it's name checked in the news. It's become a thing. So it's an incredible. I feel so proud of it. To be part of it. It's one of those things that you never think you're going to be part of because you never know. There's no formula to making amazing drama or TV shows or any form of art. Sometimes it happens by accident, but the creative team on Game of Thrones from the very beginning always was making it with the right intention, with the right passion, and we knew that from the beginning. So it's great that it's so successful and people love it. Because I love it too. Normally, you do stuff and it just becomes part of the generic stuff that we create all the time. But yeah, I genuinely love Game of Thrones.
I think from being, places like this, with people like you, I think it's amazing sometimes. You see people walking around and might be cosplay or they might just be dressed up, and it gives people a real sense of confidence. You see them sort of come out of themselves a little bit because they've taken a piece of that show or a piece of their imagination. That's what it really is. It's getting into their imagination, and so I think it's great that it can mean so much to people, and because it has such a wide variety and range of characters that are so rich and detailed, you'll always identify with someone or another. And I think if there's a little corner of your life or your imagination or your brain that needs fulfilling and a bit more oomph added to it, I think it's fantastic that a show can reach out to so many people.
I completely agree with that. It's an amazing thing that people all over the world. I always get a little bewildered when, I'm like this and long beard and all that. When people come up and say, "Oh, you're Parcel, aren't you?" "Oh, I thought it was rather a good disguise." I am 104, obviously. I can compare the very beginning of Game of Thrones with the very beginning of Star Wars, which no one on this panel remembers what it was like to first see, when they were a young man, the first Star Wars film. It was absolutely fantastic. We couldn't believe what we were seeing. And nowadays, seeing those ships going through the sky very fast, crashing and bang, it's to a penny. So the Star Wars all the new films have not had anything new to offer. So it hasn't added to itself, except to the first three. The first three were simply brilliant, I thought. But it hasn't added to itself as Game of Thrones has, which continues to add. To reverse what you said, it gets fatter and fatter and fatter with material, with wonderful material. And that's what didn't happen with Star Wars. But the initial impact on the theatre-going world, the cinema-going world, when it first came out, I'm telling you, was fantastic, like Game of Thrones. And I don't mind being recognised for Game of Thrones, because I was only 30. Star Wars, yeah.
Can I add just one thing, that it's amazing that it's a show like Game of Thrones has made people come together to watch it. Like people, they get together to watch it on the night it's aired. And I think, at the time when we think everyone's just watching it on their laptops, TV shows and all of that stuff, it's really great that it's suddenly become a social thing. And I think that's really amazing.
They get the beer and the drinks, don't they, and have a party. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, it's a real privilege to be a part of, especially because I am from Northern Ireland, where so much of it's filmed and lots of it's based and everything. So it's a real it's really lovely to have seen Northern Ireland, which has had its troubles, literally. I kind of flourish, and now we're getting more films coming into Northern Ireland, and it's just a real privilege to have been a part of something that I think is going to change Northern Ireland for the rest of time. So yeah, and to be able to come out to things like this and meet new people who are touched by the stories, because that's like they've said, there's a story for everyone. You don't have to like every single story, but you can find something in it that is for you and that you connect with, which is a really beautiful thing to be a part of.
Ja, ich hab's gestern schon gesagt, es ist für jeden Schauspieler natürlich ein absolutes Geschenk, wenn man die Chance kriegt, in so einer Serie dabei zu sein, und das kann man sich auch nicht aussuchen, weil also das passiert oder es passiert auch ganz oft nicht, und deswegen sind wir alle eigentlich, wie wir hier sitzen, also dankbar dafür für diese Möglichkeit, die wir gekriegt haben. Und es ist ja wirklich so, dass Game of Thrones sowas wie ein Brand geworden ist. Also es gibt tatsächlich ab und zu Leute, die zu mir kommen und sagen, ich hab's noch nie gesehen. Ich bin wahrscheinlich der Einzige. Ich sage, nee, du bist nicht der Einzige. Aber zumindest die es noch nicht gesehen haben, wissen, was es ist. Also das ist so, es gibt doch, glaube ich, niemanden, der mit dem Game of Thrones jetzt nichts anfangen kann. Und das ist schon ziemlich einmalig. Ja, also.
I don't know what he's just said, but to touch on what Mark said, this is very serious. All theatre, all cinema, the idea is to stimulate people in some way, to add something to their with laughter, with tears, with horror, whatever. It's to stimulate an interest the human mind, and Game of Thrones does that entirely. I don't know anybody in our profession or anywhere that doesn't like Game of Thrones. I've met many people who've said, I can't be bothered with Game of Thrones. They start to watch it and then they are bothered. It's quite remarkable. Unlike you might have a particular dislike for a particular actor or a particular television series. I didn't enjoy that. No one. Do you know anyone who doesn't like Game of Thrones? It's absolutely extraordinary.
So, we are going to squeeze in one last bonus question at the request of our princess here.
Oh.
And this young man would like to ask a quick question.
What do you think is the best actor from the world?
From the world?
The whole world.
Go, and don't say the wrong thing.
This is all on video, by the way. It's how you do.
I've forgotten every actor ever, too. Can somebody else go first?
Oh my, do not do that.
It's your question, you're on the spot.
So what's the best actor on the entire world?
The prince.
I'll go first. Okay. I think we've lost some really good actors. I think I'd probably name the deceased so as not to piss anyone if he was still alive. Philip Seymour Hoffman, Robin Williams, you know, actors. Yeah, I think people like that. I mean, you know, how are you going to compare with people like that? So, I'm not going to disparage between people who are still alive.
I think that, in my opinion, unarguably, Meryl Streep is the finest actress.
Woo!
There are some fantastic actresses around. And the standard of acting, since I started, has rocketed, absolutely rocketed, particularly in film. Sometimes I see work which I simply don't understand how they got there. And that's wonderful, wonderful. That's why we're so proud to be in this profession. Yeah, isn't it? Yeah.
Absolutely. I really like Ben Whishaw too.
Yeah, I think I would echo Meryl Streep too. I think that she's one of the best actors ever to live, not just currently. I think that she's really going to go down in the history books. It's been quite a privilege to be alive at the same time.
It's Klaus Kinski, yeah?
I'm not sure he was a great actor. He might have just had some problems, which all actors have, of course. Otherwise, we couldn't do the job.
So, leider, ja, ohne Schluss, aber wir sind willkommen, den ganzen Tag hier zu verbringen, das macht ja mal auch. Leckeren Speisentrank, innen drin gibt Sachen zu kaufen, ja, genießen. Nehmt die Zeit, geht zu eurer Lieblingsstar, redet mit denen am Tisch und die sind nicht nur so auf die Bühne, die sind überall so, die sind wirklich tolle Menschen hier und wir sind so froh, dass die hier bei uns als Gäste sind. I know you guys don't know what I'm saying, I just told that you guys are really great people, not just here, but everywhere out there. Yeah, I try to get that one for you. Kurz jemand Zettel zugeschickt.